Invoking the blessings of Lord Manjuna Swami, I declare the convocation open.
Shri Vignarajam Bhaje, 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 Shri Vignarajam Bhaje. Santatamaham Kunjaramukam Shankarasutam Tamiha Santatamaham Danti Kunjaramukam Antakantakasukam Tamiha Shri Vignarajam Bhaje, Shri Vignarajam Bhaje. कनककेयूरहारावळि कलितगम्भीरगौरगिरिशोभं प्रशोभम् कनककेयूरहारावळि कलितगम्भीरगौरगिरिशोभं प्रशोभम् कामादिभयभरितमूढमतकलिकलुषखण्डितमखण्ड प्रकाशम् कामादिभयभरितमूढमतकलिकलुषखण्डितमखण्ड प्रकाशम् सनकशुकनारद पतञ्जलि पराशर मतङ्गमुनिशङ्कसल्लापो सनकशुकनारद पतञ्जलि पराशर मतङ्गमुनिशङ्कसल्लापो सत्यपरमब्जनयनं प्रमुदमुक्तिकलतत्त्वमसि नित्यनिगमादि स्वरूपम् सत्यपरमब्जनयनं प्रमुदमुक्तिकलतत्त्वमसि नित्यनिगमादि स्वरूपम् श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे, श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे, श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे, Shri Vignarajam Bhaje. Thank you.
On behalf of all of us here at SDMIMD, it gives me enormous pleasure to welcome you all for the 28th annual convocation. Special welcome is due to our respected chairman, Dr. Virendra Hegde, our honorable chief guest, Mr. L. Ganesh, Vice President Mr. D. Surendra Kumar, members of the governing board, parents of the graduating students themselves, special invitees, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, we are extremely honored that this evening is being graced by our chairman, Dr. D. Virendra Hegde. As all of you are aware, right from the inception of the institute, Dr. Hegde has been the source of our inspiration, and it is a fact that he has a fond liking for this management institute, which he has nurtured over the years. We are privileged to have you with us, sir. Very warm welcome. I request Deputy Director Dr. S. N. Prasad to offer floral felicitations to our respected chairman. We are indeed privileged to have a person of the stature of Mr. L. Ganesh as the chief guest for this convocation. Mr. L. Ganesh combines high corporate performance with a great sense of humility. He is the recipient of Japan's prestigious Deming Award and is actually only the third Indian and the fifth globally to be such a recipient. He has a master's degree from Pennsylvania State University, and he has been chairman of Rane Holdings from 2017. He has propelled an enormous growth in the group, and is also well known for his contributions to industry at large. We are extremely privileged to have you with us, sir. I request our Vice President, Mr. Surendra Kumar, to offer floral felicitations to Mr. L. Ganesh. Vice President Mr. Surendra Kumar has been a source of great help, and he has been actively monitoring the Institute's activities and is always a very, very encouraging person. I request our Deputy Director S.N. Prasad to offer floral felicitations to Mr. Surendra Kumar. Although he is not present here with us today because of indisposition, I wish to acknowledge the role of Professor S. Prabhakar, the Secretary of the Trust, who has been also a builder of the institution, especially SDMIMD over the years. My special welcome to all the members of the governing board. The governing board has been very active in SDMIMD in formulating the strategy as well as in making sure that our directions are contemporary and international in perspective. I request Dr. S.N. Prasad to offer floral felicitations to those members who are present here today, beginning with Mr. Pradeep Rao, Dr. R. Indira, Mr. Nagaraj Ijari, Mr. Nishi Jain, Mr. Muthu Kumar, Mr. T.R. Parashuraman, Dr. Bhimaraya Maitri, Mr. Venkat Narayan, and Mr. Niranjan Nayak. Before I give you an overview about the activities of SDMIMD during 2022-23, let me share a very, very welcome and momentous news which came to us yesterday. SDMIMD has been now re-accredited by EFMD for the third successive time. As all of you would be aware, we started the first accreditation in 2016-17. This was renewed in 1920, and now we got the second round of re-accreditation. So this makes SDMIMD as one of the very few institutions the world over having got 3 successive accreditations. Now, I take you through to the brief activities of the institute during the year. We continued our 5-year arrangement with TCS EON in offering supplementary courses to our students. The present graduating batch became the first set of students to receive the joint certificate from TCSE on. We are continuing the arrangement with them in the future years, changing the offering of courses as well as changing the nature of the internship program that they are having. In addition, now SDMIMD has a tie-up with Infosys Springboard for value-added supplementary online courses. This has just come about, and earlier this year, we started some ESG courses under this platform. The ESG orientation, which was started this year, has attracted 161 students, and we will be giving them orientation on general aspects of ESG, online lectures, and this will culminate in a project that they will be doing under the supervision of a faculty, under specific oversight from companies. Association with the Bangalore Chamber of Industry and Commerce has flourished. As all of you would remember, we have entered into an agreement with them by which a nodal center has been set up in SDMIMD by BCIC, and I happen to be the chairman of the Industry Academia Interface, and we conducted a number of programs, the notable among them being the special lectures by Mr. Lokesh, Viju Parameshwar, Sadagopan, and Shri Kumar. Coming back to the accreditation saga, apart from EFMD, as all of you are aware, SDMIMD has a 10-year accreditation from ACBSP and is rated under the diamond category by the world famous QS rankings Indian wing called iGauge. Apart from that, recognizing the impact that SDMIMD has been making on society at large as well as on the stakeholders, EFMD's BSIS has awarded its label. We continue to enjoy good rankings among the independent journals in the country. Coming to the academic programs, the 2022-24 batch was welcomed with a series of orientation lectures which were conducted over a period of 10 days. And this culminated in a visit to Dharmasthala and an address to the students by our respected chairman. The profile of the 2022-24 batch shows a greater percentage of girl students and greater percentage of students with work experience. Concurrently, for those students who went into the second year, we conducted a business landscape program exposing them to the realities of corporate life and debates on world relevant topics. The highlights of this year has been the continued 100% placements that we have achieved. The year has seen an increase in the average salary, and as you can see, the many sectors, a wide range of sectors have been included in the placement database. Internationalization has been one of the main focuses of SDMIMD over the last 7 years, and we have 17 international tie-ups with leading universities the world over. These tie-ups result in students going there for a whole term, and whatever grades they secure abroad are brought back to India in the respective transcripts. So in this year, we have had 31 students go to various specific universities in Europe and US. This includes for the first time 8 students going for an internship program with Kennesaw State University in US. In exchange, we have had students and faculty from overseas universities come to SDMIMD. We had the Business Analytics Institute of France conduct its first winter school in India in SDMIMD. This involved 3 very senior faculty and a host of students who came from various parts of Europe. As a part of the program, the team visited Dharmasthala and had an interaction with our chairman. We also had visits from EAE School in Spain, Heilbronn University in Germany, and Porto Business School, Portugal. SDM, as a part of the exchange program, SDMIMD's faculty, S.N. Prasad, was invited by the University of Po, and our faculty, Mamta Hegde, was invited for an online program by the Bingham University in Nigeria. We also had several overseas faculty coming to SDMIMD for teaching whole courses or specific modules. During the course of the year, we conducted the annual convocation of the one-year program, PGCM. One-year programs are very popular in Europe, and SDMIMD had also launched it a couple of years back with a specific orientation with emphasis being slightly different from the 2-year program. We had fair response for this PGCM program, and it culminated in a convocation function last year. Apart from this, we tied up with NSC for additional orientation for students, and this also involved a group of students going to Mumbai for going to Chennai for a direct training on stock market back office activities, and this was led by Dr. Sriram. We also had a specific certificate program by KPMG on Lean Sigma certification. SDMIMD continues to be one of the few institutions in the country to be holding several international events and conferences. We had 4 such conferences during the course of the year. The International Finance Conference, the 10th edition of that, was held, and Dr. Sriram headed it. We had the 7th International Economics Conference, headed by Dr. Venkatraja. The 10th International HR Conference, headed by Dr. Mausmi Sengupta. And the International Conference on New Age Marketing by Dr. Sai Baba. Apart from that, SDMIMD collaborated with outside agencies like IDIN Synergy, as well as the Institute of Cost and Management Accountants, to hold some other conferences as well. As in previous years, we held our annual events on schedule. The Foundation Day lecture this year was delivered by former Director J.M. Subramania. The annual leadership talk was delivered by Lee Schlinkler, who had come as part of the team from the Business Analytics Institute in France. We had the annual budget conclave discussing the various aspects of the budget, which also included a presentation by our students on the heights. We had Startup Charcha led by our Dr. Suresh, which involved entrepreneurship activities, and a culmination event which involved discussions on various aspects of a business plan. As in the previous years, several management development programs were held during the course of the year. But one highlight this year was 2 company-specific programs that were held. One for the Rane Group and the other for Worth Electronics. We had some faculty achievements during the course of the year, including some international accreditation award and being nominated as a member of the planning board for myself. Dr. Mausami Sengupta receiving the best professor in HRM by Times Ascent. Dr. Sriram being nominated as a member of the board of Jamson School. Dr. Sunil receiving an academic library award. Dr. Venkat Raja becoming a board member of the Vivekananda College in Puttur. And Dr. Riyaz Ahmad being a member of the editorial board of Springer Nature. We also had a case presentation for policymakers done jointly by Sri Lakshmi Narayana and M.B. Sunil. In addition, several workshops were held for the benefit of students at various points of the year, and these can be seen on the screen. This also included a specific workshop on Indian society in transition by Dr. Indira. SDMIMD continued its 3 internal publications, The Cases in Management, Contemporary Issues in Management, and excerpts of summer internship projects. It is a mark of great happiness that the cases written by our faculty have been accepted by IMA Hong Kong Case Clearing House, and more than 20 such cases have already been published. The highlight of the year was the remarkable improvement in terms of both quantity and quality of our research. Our faculty have been able to publish in top quality journals recognized by ABDC and Scopus, and also publish in top level cases like IV. Apart from this, our faculty also participated in special studies in collaboration with BCIC for the benefit of presenting to the government on specific aspects. One such study was on Human Capital Index, which was completed by Dr. Venkat Raja along with BCIC. And a second report was on gender diversity by Dr. Gandhi, which was again completed jointly with BCIC. There have been a number of notable student achievements during the course of the year, with our students going to various other fests and bagging several prizes during the course of the year. The CSR Excellence Awards was given to SDMIMD, and SDMIMD became the overall champion in Elixir. I'm quickly running through the several student clubs that were very, very active during the course of the year. These clubs enable the students to have interaction with external experts as well as have a forum for internal discussion. We continued our annual celebrations of Republic Day as well as annual Independence Day with flag hoisting and a community breakfast. And as in the previous years, we had more than 50 eminent guests and alumni for giving specific lectures to our students at various points of time. These included leaders from industry, very senior academics, chosen corporate professionals who have specialized in specific areas, and also domain experts. I wish to acknowledge the great efforts of our Alumni Association, Prerana. It has been very active over the last 3 years. A database has been created which enables students also to interact with senior alumni and get inputs from them on the demands of the corporate sector. Many of our alumni have now become very senior, and it's a matter of great happiness for SDMIMD as a whole, and a matter of happiness, as Chairman was mentioning earlier in our governing board meeting, that our alumni are holding very responsible positions and are respected by industry. It is a matter of great joy for all of us. And Prerana continues to interact with our students as well as with potential placement companies for bringing the students to appropriate placement opportunities. We are also having Prerana team or senior alumni to enable us to help us in the admission process as well as in placement training. It's a matter of great joy for all of us that SDMIMD's campus is extremely proud of the garden. And the garden was again awarded the best garden award in the Dasara Flower Show. This has been happening year after year, and it is an acknowledgement of the enormous efforts that our team is putting for making sure that the garden remains beautiful. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the enormous efforts of my faculty colleagues and staff colleagues in making this year an extremely successful one. We have a team of extremely devoted faculty, extremely good in teaching as well as in research, and I feel privileged to be part of this team. As far as our staff is concerned, they have never shunned away from work, and they have been extremely cooperative, especially in difficult times when we had the EFMD accreditation process, which involved enormous paperwork and lots of preparations. So, on behalf of all of us here, let me acknowledge the great efforts of our faculty and staff. Lastly, let me congratulate all the graduating students. It has been a pleasure having you with us. We have enjoyed the time that we had with you, and we are sure that whatever you have learned or imbibed from SDMIMD will stand you in good stead in the future. All of you have an enormous future, and I appeal to you that you uphold SDMIMD's values of global excellence coupled with ethics and values wherever you are in the future. Let me wish each one of you a great future and a great career. Let me thank all the patrons, well-wishers, and the corporate bodies for making this year such a successful one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Candidates for the award of the postgraduate diploma in management, kindly rise. The candidates will individually receive their diploma from the chairman of SDMIMD Governing Board, Dr. D. Virendra Heggade. Sir, please. We request the parents of graduating students to rise when the respective student's name is announced. Thank you. Sir. A. Nirmala. Abhilasha MP. Advait PS. Akhilesh Holla KU. Akshay Chore. Akshay Srivastava. Anirudh M. BN Madhusudan. E. Bharat. Bhavana S. Dondapati Raga Shravya Reddy. Alpa Rani Kachap. G. Sai Vishwateja. Grishma Sharat. Hiranmayi NM. Jack Cherian. Jeffy Sherin. Krishna Ganapati PB. Kshitij Shukla. K. Lakshmi Narasimha. Lavanish LS. Moka Sai Vamshi Naidu. Nandita Kashyap. PK Aniruddha. Pavan Kumar Vishwakarma. Prachita S. Jain. Murthy Pratiksha Rajashekara. Varshini R. Rachana M. Rahul R. Reshma Jagadish. Rohit B. Dargude Rishikesh Ranganath. S. Yuktesh Gowda. Saksham Chaudhary. Samarth Girish Kulkarni. Santosh Ashok Muniyapanavar. Sharat K.S. Shreyank Vani. Siminais M. Sinchana M. Sumant H.S. Suprita. Sushma C. T. Jayashree. Patil Varsha Sushen. Varsha U.S. Vijeta Kerwani. Vivek Vittal. A.S. Mohit Muttappa. Akash P.R. Alena Benedict C. Aniruddha R. Botany. Anurima Sharma. Anushri N. Halyal. Arundhati Roy. Ashley Sylvester. B. Manu. Chaka Varun. Collins Ronnie Gergen. Diya Deepak Halikerimet. Fatima Hanan VP. Guru Pranesh S. Harshit Mohan. Jagruti Bhatia. Jhanvi Day. Jakkampudi Maulitya. Kavana K. Kelvin Francis. Kushagra. Mallappudi Teja. Maheshwaram Naga Venkatasai Suraj. Ora Naman Subhash Chandra. Niharika Nataraj. Nisant S. Kumar. Nisarga T. Dharia. Panda Sai Sankar. Pranita P. Nijagal. Nitin M. Gowda. Priyadarshini NC. Purba Mukherjee. Srinivas Prasad R. Nunna Rahul. Ritik Khaturiya. Rohit S. Sambrekar. S. Kabila Varman. Potipalli Sanjana. Sheikh Muhammad Faizan Raza. Simmi P. Sunny. Sinchana H.S. Sudarshan Sharma K.S. Koka Swati. Tanu Singh. Tanvi Manoj Mundra. Tejas S. Vedashri Dharma Arundekar. V. Vidya. Tana Vinit Chintan. Ajay Joshi. Akash Subedhar. Amal PV. Anushka Kaushal. M. Appaya. Archana J.R. Archana V. Arya K. Avanish Anil Chippalkatti. Vishnu Prasad HG. S. Hemant. Jayant Vashisht. K. Diga Sriram. Kaushik Gupta. Nihal A. Bhatt. Pooja Raghunanda. Prachi Verma. Pramod K.A. Pratin B.P. Shreyas R. Radhika Rajesh S. Rahul Chandra. Riddhi Vyas. Rohit Karkoli. Mali Ruchika Shyam Kishore. Rupam Sharma. Rushana Khan. Sagar R. Kurki. Sahana PM. Sakshi Kundapur. Sanjay N. Shetty Sanket Sukumar. Sayuj MS. Shan Khatri. Shardul Verma. Savant Shilpa Balaji. Shipra Bharadwaj. Shirin Dhar. Srija R. Shubham Sanjay Chauhan. Siri Rajesh Kini. Saundarya HG. Sumukh R. Prasad. Suraj R. Suraj S. Nair. Swaroop Arun Tahsildar. Swaroop Dharoji. J. Tejaswini. Vineet R. Vishal Kavirala. Vishal Sharma. And Yagnik. Sir. Sir, I request the graduating students to please rise. Sir, upon the recommendation of the faculty, I have the honor to present A. Nirmala and 164 others from the PGDM batch 2021 and 2023, and 2 others from the PGDM batch of 2020-2022 for the award of the postgraduate diploma in management. All these students have successfully completed the prescribed course of studies and fulfilled all other requirements. I request the Sri Dharmasthala Manjunatheshwara Institute for Management Development, SDMIMD Mysuru, to confer the postgraduate diploma in management to these candidates. Sir, please.
By the authority given to me by the governing board of the Sri Manjunatheshwara Institute for Management Development, I award the post-graduation diploma in management, and I charge by thought, word and deed, you prove yourself worthy of the award. Congratulations.
I request the graduating students to take their seat, please. May I request Sri L. Ganesh, Chief Guest of the Convocation, to present the gold medals to the eligible new graduates who have qualified for the special honor established by the industry and the institute in respect of PGDM 21-23 batch. Sir, please. Ankur Gupta Memorial Alumni Gold Medal for the excellent performance in finance goes to Sharath K.S. Suman Narayan Memorial Alumni Gold Medal for the excellent performance in human resource management goes to Priyadarshini NC. Gold medal for excellent performance in marketing goes to Vishal Sharma. gold medal for excellent performance in systems goes to Guru Pranesh. Ankur Gupta Memorial Gold Medal for Best Overall Performance goes to Mr. Guru Pranesh S. Chairman's Distinguished Student Gold Medal for the Best Academic Performance goes to Priyadarshini NC. I now request the chief guest, Shri L. Ganesh, to deliver the convocation address. Sir, please.
I want to share with all of you a true story that happened in UK many years ago. There were 3 students in an international university, a Chinese, a Britisher and an Indian student who all graduated at the same time. They all did extremely well, decided to start a business together. Unfortunately, this business that they started was not a very legal business in the UK. So they all got quickly caught and hauled up before a judge. So the judge said, "Gentlemen, the kind of business that you have indulged in is a very serious crime in the UK, and all of you will have to be executed for this. But I grant you all one last wish." So the Britisher said, "Your Honor, over the weekend, there is an important football match between Arsenal and Manchester United. I would like to watch that, and please execute me on Monday." So the judge turned to the Chinese. The Chinese student said, "Your Honor, weekend is when I copy all the drawings and formulas and send it to my brother in China. So could you please allow me to live the weekend and execute me on Monday? Then came the turn of the Indian, and the Indian said, Your Honor, I understand there is a court function in the weekend. I would like to deliver a speech at the function. So the Chinese and the Britisher looked at the judge and said, Your Honor, we would like to please change our last wish. Would you please execute us before the Indian starts his speech? So when I see a young audience who have just graduated from an institute like this and giving them a convocation speech in this kind of weather makes me a little worried. There are two ways of looking at it. One is I have a captive audience, you can't go anywhere. The other is you want to go home fast because of the weather. Dr. Hegde, Dr. Parashuraman, distinguished dignitaries on the dais, faculty members, parents, ladies and gentlemen, and all the students who have graduated today. Good evening. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this very important day for all of you. I recall my last visit to this institution was in December 2018 to participate in a HR conference. That is the time when I got my first impression about this institution, the ambience, the kind of work that goes on in this university. I am honored to deliver the convocation address at the graduation ceremony of the Postgraduate Diploma in Management Program, or SDMIMD. At the outset, my hearty congratulations to the graduating class and special greetings and wishes to all receiving honors and prizes. Your vision statement of this institution talks about a philosophy of management education and governance that is Indian in ethos and character and global in relevance. I was really thrilled to see this vision statement of SDM. All of you indeed are privileged graduating from such a distinguished institute. We owe our gratitude to our parents, teachers, gurus, whose blessings without which you could not have accomplished what you have achieved today. My theme today is attributes of a successful leader. As you're all aspiring leaders, I thought this will be an appropriate message to leave with you. However, instead of the theory of leadership, about which your knowledge is more contemporary than mine, I will share some experiences that I've had in my career. In my experience in industry over 4 decades, I have worked for and with many successful managers and leaders, and a few of them exceptional leaders. The observations that I made during this period on these exceptional leaders is what I thought will be useful to you. The first attribute is focus. Thanks to technology and abundant capital in the world today, the options in every walk of life are many. The choices in career, products, services, entertainment, anything you can think about, indeed all facets of life are many and sometimes confusing. Successful leaders, perhaps after the first 3 to 5 years of experimentation, choose their path and remain focused on it. As the old saying goes, rolling stones gather no moss. Learning as a lifelong experience. A good manager, and definitely a leader, is not bound by the comfort zones and is seeking knowledge and new challenges forever. Hence, making a learning a lifelong habit to stay current and progress in your career is important. Please remember that you learn from your mistakes and the mistakes of others as well as successes. In fact, continuous learning is a way a human being progresses from knowledge to wisdom. John Gardner, the author of the great book, The Individual and Innovation Society, has a powerful advice. Don't set out in life to be an interesting person, set out to be an interested person. Learning is a part of the reason for living, he says. Toyota, the most successful automotive company in the world, today an icon among corporations. Their policy states that for every failure is an opportunity to learn. Further, they expect only 3 out of 1,000 ideas to work ultimately. That life is a continuous journey of learning towards that evasive and non-achievable state of perfection is a Vedic philosophy, perhaps somewhat forgotten in India, but practiced in companies like Toyota. Third is the emotional intelligence. To be successful in any endeavor, empathy is the main attribute and that distinguishes a successful leader. Aligning with one's strengths and continuously improving one's weak areas is extremely vital. No one is perfect. If one plans to improve one's strength and admits and works on one's weaknesses, they automatically become examples to others, and this, in my view, is probably the most important trait of a successful leader. 4, values. To live by a consistent set of values is very demanding. There will be times when you'll encounter conflicts between the right thing to do to succeed, the politically astute thing to do, and the thing that you believe in. Establish your own set of values and live by them. There is usually a short-term sacrifice in practicing this, but will stand you a good stead in the long term. This is even more difficult in an environment like India, where the external forces are sometimes very challenging. But this difficulty is a necessary step if you wish to stand out a leader among men and women. Success syndrome. Academic excellence need not be an indicator of overall success in life. It has not been in many cases. Dealing with success with humility is important. It is more difficult to deal successfully with failures. While I wish you all success in your endeavors, it is important to develop an all-round personality and a wide range of interests, a 360-degree perspective, and not prefer one over the other dimension in life. Teamwork. As students, sometimes individual efforts might have contributed to scoring grades, but teamwork is what you will need in the future. I know management schools do emphasize a lot on group learning and teamwork, including use of case studies. Making others successful is the best way to guarantee your success. In a world as complex as today's, no one is independent. Do not believe that you can do anything alone. Even research and development, once the domain of the great scientists locked away in an isolated lab, is today about large projects with big teams. In this era, individual entrepreneurship and collective enterprise are not mutually exclusive, they are mutually dependent. And individual leadership is about driving common endeavor. An individual in the world of institutions demands collaboration. If you make others successful, they will do likewise. It is not so much about how well balanced you are, but it is about how you balance well with others. 7, one must have a long-term perspective of one's goals in life, be it further studies, choice of a career, wealth creation, etc. I believe this will be somewhat difficult at your stage in life to appreciate, but in the long run, you will realize the importance of this. Have a vision, a dream for yourselves, which will guide you throughout in the right direction. It might sound a little cliche, but really, there is no shortcut for success. Life is a constant negotiation. Subroto Bagchi, in his book Go Kiss the World, says, such is the dynamic nature of the world that we need to face an emergent situation with an even temperament and look for the most beneficial outcome for all concerned, given the new set of circumstances. The most successful leaders I have observed are extremely good at negotiation. It is open-mindedness, people who can carry teams with them. It may be colleagues, customers, suppliers, unions. Life is all about negotiation. The attitude for successful negotiation is a win-win solution in all conflicts. Number 9, every person is important. Every person you meet in life is important, can enrich your life. There is always someone who knows something which we do not. This could be a fellow traveler on a train, a machine operator in the factory where you join, a senior employee with no formal degree, but long years of experience. No human being, please remember, is marginal. Number 10, giving back. Education to be complete has to be humane. It should include not only training of the intellect, but the refinement of the heart and the discipline of the soul. This is a quote from Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. All of us here have an obligation to this country and to society. India is an ancient country renewing herself with investments such as you, the bright minds that will build the country in the future. But an unequal growth of few regions, industries, or parts of society will not be renewal. It is not about how many Indian origin people appear in the Forbes list of the wealthiest people in the world. It is about making every citizen proud to be an Indian. Believe in giving back, start early. In whatever small way that one can, we should cultivate the habit of active societal involvement. And here, your chairman is the greatest example that I can think of. Before I close, let me summarize the issue of choice which I spoke about earlier. Fortunately for you today, human capital is at a premium compared to physical and financial capital. You are in the midst of tremendous opportunities. Enterprises world over do not lack money or materials, but all of them lack the right human capital, the human capital that alone stands between success and failure of enterprises. Here's your chance. Go make the most of it. Do remember, money offered is a reflection of demand and supply gap. It is the job which needs to be meaningful. Does it fit your aspirations? Can you use your college learnings? Is it known for values? Is the organization talking about and practicing corporate social responsibility? Talk to your seniors and other elders before making your choice. For those who are thinking of a startup, dream big. If some of these dreams which create enterprise and wealth in the future of society. When I was going through the credos of this institution, I found ethics, value, honesty, hard work, and passion and commitment are some of the credos of SDM. And these, I'm sure, are implanted, ingrained in all of you. And these qualities will stand you more than all the intellectual training that you have got. I would like to once again extend my warm and heartiest congratulations to each one of you. And you are poised to embark on a new and challenging phase of your professional life. I close with a quote of Swami Vivekananda: never say no, never say I cannot, for you are infinite. All the power is within you. You can do anything. Thank you, and my best wishes to each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request our chairman, Dr. D. Virendra Hegde, to kindly address the gathering. Sir, please.
Om Shri Manjunathaya Namaha. My greetings to our chief guest, Shri L. Ganesh, members of the governing board, invited guests, corporate executives, well-wishers, parents, and the members of the family and the members of the faculty and staff of SDMIMD, and my dear students. I think we have stood the test of wind and rain. The first test we had in our time, today's function is, I was watching whether anybody will run away from the pandal and seek shelter elsewhere. But I found all of them were smilingly taking the rain and shower and the wind. I think I should congratulate you for this spirit that you have shown. And I'm sure the students had the best message now. The weathers are changing very fast in the 4 seasons. But we have to manage it with our ability. When there is hot summer, we must lighten our dress and try to be very cool. When it is winter, we wear warm clothes and try to keep up our body warm and against the cold. When there is rain, of course, we have to make ourselves prepared for accepting the showers as well as facing the monsoon. So today the nature is very happy. Nature should be very happy because after last 4 months, 3 months nearly, it was waiting for the showers. And today the nature is very happy and you are also very happy perhaps because of the shower. I congratulate you for that. It gives me great joy to be present here today to deliver this address on the occasion of the 28th annual function of our institute. As in all the institutions I run, we have continued to lay emphasis on excellence in academics with a strong sense of ethics and values as a principal motto in imparting education. It is heartening to learn that many of the students who have passed out of this institution are holding very high position in industry or are successful entrepreneurs but above all, they are respected for their hard work and integrity. Convocations are always special occasions. I can see the excitement in the students getting their postgraduate degree today, as well as in the parents present here. So in all our convocations of our educational institutions, I request the parents to stand up when their ward is accepting their degree, because you have come from all the way from distant places. We just make you to sit and walk away, having a cup of tea or some food. But it's good that you stand up, acknowledge the children's success and share it. So I should say that the students are the reflection of your sacrifice, your love to them. So I must congratulate all the parents who are here. The graduates will now embark upon a career of their own, which will be as corporate executives or in some cases by setting up their own business. Either way, they would seek to use the skills, orientation and knowledge they have gathered here to practical use. There is no doubt that having the right frame of mind and temperament are the key attributes that they would need to succeed in their careers and life. This is what the Chief Guest Ganeshan has expressed and motivated you today. Over the 2 years of management program, we have been striving to build up overall personalities and character in our students. The 100% placement achieved is just one step in that direction. What we desire is to have our students excel in their corporate or own ventures and concurrently hold aloft Indian values and ethos. Higher education in India is undergoing changes. The National Education Policy brought out in 2020 is a philosophical document. It is a wish list of many things that we need to do to make education more exciting for the students, at the same time more effective. But the practical aspects need time for total implementation. We have been talking about for a long time, but now the time has come to experience it. All our institutions in Dharmasala, including SDMIMD, have focused their strategies based on the postulates of NEP. Some of the guidelines of NEP have always been practiced in many institutes, including SDMIMD, again because of Dharmasala principles. Some of the other guidelines, like changing the examination system and making learning more experiential are more long-term in nature, and efforts are on this path. But the process will be gradual. With the completion of 28 years of honoring commitment, SDMIMD is marching forward in its goal for total excellence. After having been the first and for the present only institute in the country to get coveted EFMD program accreditation for the flagship of PGDM program and the 10-year of accreditation for ACB SP, we have been working on specific focus areas for bringing the total orientation on par with international standards. I congratulate our director, Mr. Parashuram, and all the faculty for their efforts, for the reason, for the success of their getting the accreditation once again for the third time. I was told in the GOB meeting that many institutions have failed to get the accreditation third time, but this I should disclose to you in the function that you are successful in getting in the third time also. It is heartening that both these highly acclaimed international accreditation bodies, EFMD of Europe, ACBSP of United States, have high words of praise for the academic rigor, facilities and growth achieved by the institute. In addition, BSIS, the academic world's only impact assessment system, has recognized SDMIMD's overall impact on stakeholders, students and society and has awarded its label. One of the greatest challenges in any B school is to ascertain and maintain the relative level of quality on various parameters: curriculum, pedagogy, projects, evaluation and overall preparation of students in line with the globally accepted standards. Over the last few years, we have put in place a system of constant monitoring and giving shape to transparent access rubrics. The 17 international tie-ups that SDMIMD has, 17, I repeat, the 17 international tie-ups that SDMIMD has enables us to freely exchange views and best practices with our partners. In my view, it is the open-mindedness and the conviction that perfect quality is a continuous process that sets SDMIMD team going. We have benefited greatly from the accreditation process and the subsequent interaction with the senior deans and faculty of many reputed overseas universities. The approach has been to lay down clear parameters and consistently work on record-based improvement on this. While more needs to be achieved, we feel that the direction is right and the message is very clear. The impact on students who are the principal stakeholders can be seen in their improved performance and subsequent growth. Ever since the inception of the institute, the postgraduate diploma in management recognized by AICTE has been running with a high level of academic rigor. Starting with the elaborate yearly process of framing curriculum to conform to international national standards, to constantly equipping faculty with tools for changing pedagogy commensurate with the changing expectations levels, SDMIMD pays great attention to even minor details of the program. Each course has several components of continuous evaluation, enabling students to progress as they go along. The examination standards are high and students are exposed to projects, case studies and role play apart from the cross-functional orientation. SDMIMD does this with a deliberate strategy. Most courses use web access in class to demonstrate the practical side of the theory, and all quantitative courses are run with spreadsheets. We have subscribed to new clips databases enabling students to get access to news and views at the click of a button. The increased use of Harvard site license ensures that students benefit from the international application of theory and best practices from the world over. The exposure students have in co-recognizing international conferences, talks and events at the institute, and the joint work they do with faculty on applied research projects help the young minds to get a broad picture of practical decision making imperatives in his classical making imperatives. In his classical Harvard article, What Makes a Leader, Daniel Goleman lists out specific attributes that leaders should possess to be successful. Some of the key ones are self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skill. The above attributes will constitute that the author calls as emotional intelligence at work. I urge students to develop these self-improvement attributes for being great leaders and great human beings. India is preparing itself for a phase of high growth and development. We have been accepted internationally as a quality provider of goods and services. Technical people and those with higher qualification in our country are in great demand the world over. Amidst all these, the challenges lies in sustaining the tempo and also enhancing our worth in the light of intense international competition. Presently, business is faced with the need to benchmark of its individual competence and overall competitive ability with international standards of excellence. For this purpose, corporate leaders have to endeavor to formalize new strategies and communicate these to the managers and successfully implement them. Today's graduates are the hope of the nation and in spearheading this growth and creating value-based society. Let me once again acknowledge the support and the contribution of our corporate partners, academic associates, and the general well-wishers. I must say, Mr. M.R. Parashuraman has given a good leadership to the institute, and the subsequent EFMD recognition for the third time is nothing but his leadership and the faculty's support for this institution. So I congratulate him for the country's leadership he has given, the way he has motivated both our faculty and the students. And as management, today we had a very fruitful meeting in the morning, governing body meeting in the morning, and I should say that we are very much pleased with the services of Mr. Parashuraman, and I would like to congratulate him for all the success that he has achieved. I wish each one of the new graduates have a great career and life. I thank the parents for their confidence in the institution and for having sent their wards here for courses, and also I'm sure you find them very healthy and fit for accepting back to the family, to the society. I wish all the students a very bright future, and in the years to come, I'm sure the institute will grow to greater heights, and we have already 17 partners in our institutional growth. We'll have many more such partners, and we should prove that not necessarily a Western degree is fulfilling the personality of a student, but our Indian ethos and Indian degrees can also be befitting and well worthy in the international arena. So I wish all the students a bright future. I will thank all the governing body members for having the full day, spared full day here. They have been, it's a year-end time. It's almost 29th of March. I thought they may not be able to participate in the meeting, but all the honorable governing body members have participated in the meeting in the morning. They have waited till the evening. Of course, as to our Mr. Parashuraman said, the road is good, so they can cover the road by 30 minutes faster than the earlier time. But even then, spending a full day for the SDMIMD shows their love and affection for the institute. I thank all the members for their contribution to this. So may Manjunath Swami bless the new students, bless the parents, bless us all.